The following is a presentation of Santa Monica College.
Coming to you from Santa Monica, California. I am Kevin Cohen, former host Trevor Angoni. We are here at Santa Monica College for a game against the Santa Monica College Corsairs against the Citrus College Owls. Once again, I am Kevin Cohen. This is my partner, Trevor Angoni. Trevor, last time, you could say that this game was not so close. It was more than a double-digit game, 30-point game per se.
A little bit more than a double-digit game, yeah.
Quite the numbers, and Citrus got the best of the Santa Monica Corsairs. However, there's a huge factor that you have to account in this game in Santa Monica's favor.
Hey, thank God Imani Holloway's going to be available today, Kev.
Yes.
You know, number one for the Corsairs in scoring, rebounding, blocks. You know, honestly, this Corsair team does not run without her in the lineup. You know, you got to give it up to Bria Nelson, you know, leading the conference in assists and steals, but without that big-time scorer and rebounder down low, you know, it's really just, you know, all efforts are futile, especially against this Citrus team, Kev, because tonight we're going to be going up against one of the biggest beasts in the Southern Conference, Jalen Wilson, averaging 16.1 points per game, number one in the conference, almost 10 rebounds per game, 9.6, just a shade under. So if you're looking for a matchup to watch, it's going to be Holloway, it's going to be Wilson. So keep your eyes on that matchup. You know, I don't know if I can say anything else, Kev. That should be a lot of fun to watch tonight.
Looks like it's going to be a really good game. Imani Holloway versus Jalen Wilson. Stick with us right here for SMC TV. I am Kevin Cole. This is Trevor Angoni. Stay right with us.
Looks like we're ready to go here. SMC Corsairs and Citrus Owls in the tip-off. Looks like we're going to have the matchup we've been waiting for, Jalen Wilson versus Imani already. Citrus gets the tip. Keep in mind that Citrus is one of the best defending and rebounding teams in the conference, and it looks like already they're going to try to get it over to Jalen Wilson. Taylor Jackson's going to have it on the left side. They're going to post up Montgomery. Back out. Jalen Wilson with the ball, as we said, one of the top players, if not the best player Citrus has, gets the foul. Oh, it's not a travel.
Might drag that foot, Kev, but right off the bat, already getting it started, poster up and going straight to work against Holloway on the low post.
It's a good job by the Corsairs to force the turnover. Let's see what the Corsairs can do with their first possession. And again, Trevor, it's these turnovers that seem to come back and help the Corsairs a lot.
Yeah, just like last game, Kev, you know, Bakersfield, or who was that we were at last game?
West LA.
West LA, I mean, 3-4 straight travels in a row at one point, so Corsairs getting lucky with the turnovers already, and there's another,
Montgomery
just to speak about it.
tries to throw the ball inside to Jalen Wilson. Tough pass, tough look, a turnover. That's 2 in a row for this game. You know, Citrus isn't prone to turnovers. They're not one of the worst turnover teams in the conference at all. One of the better teams, 12-8. Just a bad pass right there by Bria Nelson. And it looks like we have our first bucket of the game, courtesy of Amanda Walker. That's 2 points. So Bria Nelson looks like she's going to want to push it up a little bit. The fast pace helps, and this is great. That's our first bucket. And she's one of the best on this team at leaking out.
Yeah, you know, getting it started early. Both teams trying to get the ball down to the low post and try to get the early ones to get them going.
They're going to swing the ball outside. Jalen Wilson outside. Looks like they're trying to post up a variety of people there. They tried to go into Longton over there. Jasmine Longton did not work out. Another turnover right there. Bria Nelson running the point as well as she does. She's one of the best point guards in the conference. Money puts one up, does not go in there for Miss Holloway.
And right now, Kev, looks like both teams are trying to settle in, you know, get some good looks and get all the anxiety out of their system.
Yeah. Kind of like the beginning of the boxing match, you know, they're just kind of feeling each other out, it seems. Just swing it outside. Gets that screen. Taylor Jackson out to Jalen Wilson. Off the rim, but Jalen Wilson gets that rebound. Another possession here for the Citrus Owls. That's not good rebounding there by the Santa Monica Corsairs. Jackson gets the screen. Up and in. Ooh! Tough layup to miss. Looks like the ball is going to stay here with Citrus College.
Yeah, both teams, you know, still trying to settle in, and looks like Jan jumped in the starting lineup, something we didn't see the entire second half of the last game, Kev.
But an early exit for Shannon Jan.
Yeah, it looks like maybe they're going to try to match up down low.
Good post move right there by Olivia Montgomery. That's a good spin move right there to get inside. That's 2 inside buckets for Citrus, making it 4-2. And Brea Nelson all the way. She's going to lay it in and tie the game. And we're going to see we need to see a lot more of that, Trev, if we want to see Santa Monica stay competitive in this game.
Yeah, Kev, Brea Wilson, this team, she is one half of the engine that, makes this team go. Number 1 in conference in assists and number 2 in steals, virtually number 1, just 0.1 behind. So, she's got to get it going for SMC to have a chance tonight.
Citrus is really trying to run things here. A lot of off-ball screens, getting a lot of open shots. That's a good look right there by Amanda Walker. Just can't get in there. 2 open threes, 2 misses, and a bad turnover by Brea Nelson.
And there's Wilson right on cue, Kev.
Not typical of Wilson to do that. Looks like Jalen Wilson was trying to run the whole fast break there. Not typical of a big to do that for their team. Causes a turnover. That's 2 turnovers in a row.
And it looks like Wilson's matching up with Truitt. I think that's what they did. They brought in Truitt to match up to kind of open up Holloway on the outside, Kev.
Holloway's going to take a deep shot. Great again. There she is. Jamela, great. That's 2 buckets for her already in this game. Corsairs up 6-4. They got their first lead of the game. Taylor Jackson running the point. She's had the ball a lot in her hands. Looks like she's really trying to run things for this Owls team. Ball in the corner with Olivia Montgomery. They're going to swing it to the other side. Taylor Jackson once again with the ball. She's going to penetrate. She's going to go in. Ooh.
Good steal by Holloway there, Kev.
Tried to squeeze it in there, but yes, like you said, good steal by Holloway.
And it looks like the Corsairs are trying to set up in their half-court offense.
Brea Nelson looking a little bit sloppier than she usually does. She's usually very refined with her, fundamental everything. And if you're Amani Holloway, you can't ask for a good open shot like that too many times in this game. That puts Santa Monica up by 4. It's 8-4 Corsairs with about 15 and a half minutes to go in the first half.
And it looks like Holloway's going to D up on Wilson on the outside, Kev, even though Truitt's D'ing up Wilson back in the Corsairs offensive zone.
That's a good open shot, but a miss by Olivia Montgomery. She has a nice shot. I was, in pre-games, this team was making a lot of their warm-ups. Brea Nelson, mid-range, off of the rim. Wilson's going to get the rebound. As you can already tell, Wilson is one of the better players at rebounding in the conference. Taylor Jackson tries to go in, finds herself in the middle of 3 Corsairs. It looks like it's going to stay with Citrus.
And it looks like they just gave Jan and Ashley Scott a little bit of a break. They're going to bring them both in and let Holloway take her first break tonight, Kev.
It's good to see Coach Strong go into her bench, especially when we know this team has been so depleted. And that's a clean and great shot by Jalen Wilson. And that wasn't an easy shot either.
Yeah, great little baseline out of bounds play, Kev. Get Wilson a nice open look. I'm sure they'll be looking to do that many, many more times tonight.
Definitely, definitely. Looks like they're going to put Shannon Yon back in the game. She's going to run the point a little bit, I guess. Ball out. Scott. Brea Nelson. Going to dribble. Going to go inside. Outside. A little bit of confusion on the top of the key over there. Great. Should have used backboard there. Looks like it's going to be out of bounds. Ball stays with the Corsairs. However, ball goes out on number 23, Jacqueline Perez on Citrus.
And the Corsairs, they really have to look to try to, hit those easy ones, hit those little layups. That's going to be big. You can't miss those or else.
Yep. It looks like it's a 5-second violation.
Wow, how often do you see that,
Kev? I can't remember the last time I've seen a 5-second violation in person. Well, another costly turnover right there. Gonna have Taylor Jackson bring it up. Amanda Walker looking for an open play. She's gonna swing it down to the baseline to Taylor Jackson. Back up, top of the key, swing it to the other side. Jalen Wilson has the ball. She's gonna try to go in to the right, kicks it out. Taylor Jackson, another pass, beautiful ball movement here. Good look by Jacqueline Perez, but it just can't go in. Gonna be Corsairs ball.
And that was Brea Wilson down in the thick of it, Kev, trying to get up for that rebound with those bigs.
Yep.
That was probably the first time I've seen all game either team, run like an identifiable offensive play. A little 3-player weave with a nice little 3-point shot open at the end. The Corsairs should try to look to do the same.
You got to be satisfied with the rebounding, though, so far. Shannon Yan puts up one of her infamous threes. She shoots the most threes on this team. She shoots a fairly good percentage, so we'll see. Keep an eye out that for the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Taylor Jackson gonna give it out to Montgomery. Montgomery's been really aggressive this game. Gonna go up, get the foul. Free throws coming up for Olivia Montgomery.
And if you're going to go down into Jan's house, Kev, she is not going to just let you waltz right through there. If you're going to try to put it up, she's going to put you on the line and keep you from getting that easy basket.
Shannon Yan, not one of the tallest, but definitely one of the toughest the Corsairs have.
Yeah, I would say definitely the Corsairs bulldog. You know, set her loose on the other players on the other team that are giving you trouble, and she's off and running, Kev.
Crazy statistic I found the other day on Shannon Yan. She averages 9.6 rebounds. And when you look at her on the court, her size and her height doesn't justify those 9.6 rebounds. She's really working down there.
Yeah, pretty amazing, Kev, for her stature, you know?
Rebound goes to Delgado. Bria Nelson gonna try to run things. Gonna be dribbling at the top of the key. Looking for someone. Corsairs trying to run something here. Delgado dribbles it off her foot, but it looks like there's going to be a travel call. Either way, it is Citrus ball.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a kick ball maybe, Kev, but you know, you can't get them all to go your way, and we got to leave it to the refs to make the right calls here.
About 7 minutes gone in this first half. It's Corsairs 8, Citrus Owls 7. Pretty competitive game so far, although the records might not show that these two teams are so even.
Yeah, you know, neither team kind of setting it on fire yet, Kev, but still, you know, 8-7, close game, and that's all we can ask for is a close game.
You know, it really looks like Montgomery's just trying to be as aggressive as she can be today. There's another shot, another miss, but she's really trying to be aggressive today.
Yeah, and Delgado controlling the paint down low for the Corsairs, Kev.
Ball at the top of the key. Shannon Yan throws inside. Great look to Great, and she's going to get fouled.
Looks like Wilson just got a hand on the wrist there, Kev.
That's a good look for Jamela Great. Right under the basket, but an even better pass by Shannon Yan.
Foul number 32, Olivia Montgomery.
You know, Shannon Yan dealt with a couple of turnovers in the last game against West LA in that first half. Wasn't the cleanest game for her. Granted, she only played the first half.
Yeah.
But you can really see her ability to be kind of the point guard for this team when Bria Nelson's not in there.
She can kind of do it all, so to speak, Kev. Take the ball up court, go down in the low post. You know, she has a lot of tricks in her bag, absolutely.
First free throw was missed. Second free throw is good. That puts Santa Monica up by 2. 9-7 with 12:40 to go in the first half.
And like you said, Kev, both teams keeping it close so far.
Yep. Pretty surprised at that. I'm going to be completely honest. Taylor Jackson still in the game. Jacqueline Perez going to give it to Jalen Wilson, who hasn't been as, productive as we thought she'd be.
She has not put her imprint on this game yet, Kev, which is surprising because, like we said pregame, she's completely owning the conference, and I think actually that might speak to why the Corsairs are able to keep it so close right now. Keeping the ball out of her hands, giving her different looks defensively. So a lot to be said about the scheme that the Corsairs are in right now.
Watching Olivia Montgomery be so aggressive. Before we get to that, Citrus is going to have that inside. Going to give it inside to Montgomery, who's been really aggressive. Double teamed, still trying to go for it, and she gets called for the travel. That's a good double team right there. Complimentary of Amani Holloway and Delgado.
Yeah, the Corsairs are, they've got a good game plan in their minds, Kev. Absolutely.
Ashley Scott going to dribble up the court. Screen. Ooh.
Oh.
That was quite a play there. Corner 3, and it's good.
And there's Killican, Kev, right on cue.
Is, as you were saying, right on cue, as for Killican. Sinks that corner 3, makes it 12-7 for the Corsairs. Ball out to the right side of the court. There's Wilson. Out to Sanson. Back inside to Montgomery, who's been very aggressive this game, very aggressive. Takes a dribble. Pass, looks to Jackson. Jackson's going to dribble. Out to Wilson, and that's a 3. That's the Jalen Wilson we've been waiting for. Not only, Trev, can she just be absolutely dominant inside, averaging close to 10 rebounds, but she can surely shoot that jump shot.
Yeah, I was noticing that in pregame, Kev. You know, she has no problem, shooting it from the arc. No problem taking players off the drive. You know, she is their #1 rebounder, but, you know, she handles herself more like a small forward shooting guard, you know, so really hard to kind of prepare for, you know, a player like her with her size who can also handle the ball and do what she does, the way she does.
You know, Corsairs up 2, as it is. This Citrus team is the second best team in the conference in holding their opponent's field goal percentage to a very low percentage. I think they hold them to around 40-something%.
Yeah.
Very good defensive team. And it's not even Amani Holloway that's putting the Corsairs on her back right now. It's a mixture of all the role players on this Corsairs team doing a very good job of contributing.
It's a really nice team effort right now, Kev. Absolutely. Yeah. You can't necessarily say there's been one player out there that we could do without. It's a big team effort, and just hope that it stays that way. And they don't have to rely on a couple of certain players. You know, they can spread it out and take the pressure off of a Holloway and a Nelson.
We're gonna get back here. Key words of what Trevor said right there. Hope it stays that way. We still got a lot of basketball here, ladies and gentlemen. Ashley Scott's gonna bring it up the court. Give it out to Shannon Yon. Yon looking for someone. Monty Holloway inside. That jumper of hers, another travel. Both teams having a really hard time with these travels. These refs are not afraid to call them.
Yeah, they've got to watch the little bunny hops, Kev. You know, that's the second time or third time with not even half of the first half gone yet.
Taylor Jackson trying to run things for this offense. Montgomery at the top of the key. Gonna drive, gonna go left, puts it up.
Ooh.
Looked like a good block. And I could say that Morgan Delgado surely thought it was a block herself, but she's going to pick up the foul on a very aggressive Olivia Montgomery.
Yeah, we'll have to leave that up to the refs like we were saying, Kev, but yeah, it did. It looked really clean. It's surprising that, she got called on that, but the refs, have no problem calling some travels, calling some really close plays down on the block, so we're just going to have to wait and see what the rest of the game has in store.
Free throw is not good. Olivia Montgomery, not the best free throw shooter, shooting 56.5% for the season. Second free throw, same result, off the back line. But Citrus is going to get the rebound, and Trev, they're one of the best rebounding teams in the conference. They're third overall.
Yeah, with a player like Jalen Wilson, Kev, it's just no surprise. Almost 10 rebounds per game, #1 in the Southern Conference. And that's why it's so surprising, that they haven't, implemented, her big body and her scoring style.
An illegal screen call right there. I'm sorry.
Interesting. No. They're reaching into the bag for all the calls tonight, Kev.
An illegal screen right there by Citrus. What a waste of a possession. But as you were saying, they're really neutralizing Wilson here.
Yeah, really neutralizing her, and that has to be the game plan, taking her out of the game, and then, if you can eliminate her, then your chances, skyrocket.
Shannon Yon's going to go inside. They're going to try to go inside and be aggressive. Nice shot put up there by Truitt. Oh, look at Shannon Yon fighting for that rebound.
Back-to-back rebounds, Kev.
Shannon Yon, you got to reward her. She's going to get that. Oh, an air ball right there. And funky little play goes off the shoulder of Amani Holloway as she was jumping out of bounds to try and save that.
Yeah, just happened to be out of bounds, couldn't locate the ball, and it ends up dropping on her shoulder while she was already out of bounds, Kev.
We have a lot of action here, but not a lot of scoring in the past 2 minutes. Hasn't been a lot of points scored, but it's a defensive frenzy, ladies and gentlemen.
Just like that, here comes Bria Nelson, and it looks like Jamila Great too, Kev. Couple of
starters back into the game for Santa Monica.
A little bit of scoring power, a little bit of assist power. And with Nelson back in the game, that the flow of the offense will look a lot better.
Taylor Jackson going to bring it up the court. Citrus really trying to run some off-ball screens, really trying to get some open shooters, open looks. Wilson up to Montgomery. Cross-court pass. That's a tough shot. That's a tough pass.
Looks like Yana almost got a finger on it, Kev.
Yep. That's good defense by the Corsairs. Bria Nelson's going to bring it up. She just got back in the game. Inside to Amani Holloway. Tough pass. Another turnover for Nelson. Citrus going to try to push the ball. Taylor Jackson going to dribble. Inside, Montgomery. Montgomery's fouled. It's got to be on Imani Holloway.
It looks like it's probably going to be on Imani Holloway, Kev. And, that's another, pretty rough foul down low. But they're sending the message, if you're going to come down low on us, we're not going to just let you, throw in easy little layups. It's going to take a little bit more than that.
It's not the worst idea ever to foul Montgomery in this situation. She's actually the worst free throw shooter, percentage-wise, on the Citrus team. First free throw is good. She missed her last 2 before that.
Yeah, and if their bigs are going to be hitting their free throws, Kev, that's definitely another issue that the Corsairs are going to have to sort out.
Montgomery's got a chance to tie this game at 12 with this free throw. It's going to go up, and it's good. 12-12 with 9:26 left to go in the first half.
We'll see what the Corsairs can do with their starting lineup on the floor, Kev.
Oh, almost a carry over there by Bria Nelson. She's going to pick it up. She's going to look for someone to give it to. Shannon Yon. Imani Holloway called for the travel.
Man,
that's twice where she just took that 1 or 2 steps before taking that dribble.
And, you really can't even, hesitate, or give them the rocker. These refs are right there ready to call any type of double dribble, carryover, hesitation dribble.
And it's a good job by these refs, too. Taylor Jackson, she's been working this game. She's going to lose the ball, though, going inside. Good presence by Imani Holloway, who comes up with that ball. And Bria Nelson's going to try to push. She's going to go inside to Great. Back out to Bria Nelson. Ooh, good crossover. Couldn't hang on to the ball, though. Jamela Great's going to get it, and it looks like it's going to be a foul.
Yeah, it looks like Citrus was, just a little too energetic on trying to retrieve that ball, Kev, and they're going to get called for the loose ball foul.
Looks like they're going to call a push on number 5, Taylor Jackson, with a foul. And she's been working. She's playing point guard for the Citrus Owls. She's been in this entire first half. Inbound to Shannon Yon from Bria Nelson. Back to Shannon Yon at the top. She's going to go inside to Imani Holloway. Right into Montgomery. Up and in. And that's a strong move by Imani Holloway into a very tough defender.
And they've really got to look to get Imani Holloway the ball anywhere on the floor more often, Kev. You got to run more plays for her. You got to really try to do a little bit of pick and roll with Nelson and Holloway. They really have to look to try to get those plays going.
Ball's going to go to the left side, back to Jackson. They're really trying to get the ball inside to Montgomery here. She's posting up inside.
And Delgado is really trying to get her team pumped up from the bench.
That's it's a travel by Taylor Jackson.
I think we've probably had more turnovers than shot attempts so far, Kev.
It might be more travels than shot attempts even.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised.
Another turnover in this game. It's 14-12. Corsairs up by 2 with 8 minutes left to go in this first half. Bria Nelson looking for something. This is some great defense. Oh, they're going to collapse inside, but she's going to go past everyone. She went 1-on-5 inside, and she just laid that one in.
Zigging in and out of defenders. It was a beautiful thing to see.
That's some pretty basketball right there. Taylor Jackson going to go to the left. Sampson looking for someone. Great defense by both teams, I'd have to say. Taylor Jackson going to go inside, going to the left. She's going to try inside again, and she's going to get it this time.
Nice dueling crossovers with nice layups at the end of them, Chris.
Some great point guard play. Some great point guard play. Outside, Shannon Yon. She's going to put up the 3.
Ooh.
She's going to hit it. And would you expect anything less?
No, Kevin. You know what? They've really got to try to get her the ball out on the perimeter more often. She leads this team in three-point percentage. You've really got to try. If you're going to get your offense going, you got to get her going from the arc. You got to get Holloway going down low. And Nelson's got to be the one facilitating all of that.
Taylor Jackson going to give it out to Amanda Walker. Amanda Walker looking for someone. Gives it out to Montgomery. Has it outside. Back out to Jessica Sampson. Puts up the 3, and it's good. Yeah, she's going to answer right back.
Every time the Corsairs get something going, Kevin, the Owls are right there to answer.
I don't think we've had a lead bigger than 5 in this game. Oh, good pass by Bria Nelson. Inside to Holloway. Inside to Great. He misses a little tiny jumper. Can't hit, but gets the rebound. Imani Holloway puts it up. No good. Citrus rebound by Amanda Walker. They're going to push. Taylor Jackson dribbling. She's going left. She's going inside. She's putting it up, and she gets fouled.
Yeah, it's Citrus really looking to drive the lane now, Kev, after, the first 10 or 15 minutes of this first half, a little bit of perimeter ball movement. And now they're looking to finally try to drive the lane. And like we saw, that'll open up the three-point shot as well.
Every now and then, though, these teams will put up a 3, but as you were saying, it really looks like both of these teams are trying to attack the basket. Really, really aggressively trying to do that.
Well, when you have players like a Holloway and a Nelson and a Jalen Wilson, you have those players that can work really well on the low block. If you're not going to try to get them those opportunities, then you're really squandering, your better percentage, by not letting them do what they're best at.
Looks like we got a timeout here from the Citrus Owls. Taylor Jackson missed that first free throw there. Not something surprising. She's shooting around 60%. While we're on break right now, Trev, let's talk about this game so far. It's 19-17 with about 6.5 minutes left to go in this game. Who expected this?
It's a close game, Kev, but you know what surprised me more than anything, I think, was probably what's in your mind also. Holloway and Wilson, you couldn't have, picked them out if you were a random fan who, not used to, seeing these teams play. If you would have asked anyone in the stands, who's the go-to scorer for each one of these teams, no one will be able to tell you, Kev, so far.
Oh, yeah, the really two tall people who can shoot from anywhere, right?
Yeah, you've got Holloway, who's, averaging 14.8 points a game with 8.9 rebounds. Jalen Wilson, 16.1 points per game, 9.6 rebounds. But so far, just really, really quiet. They've almost neutralized each other, if you will, Kev.
We came in here looking for that LeBron Durant, Kobe Jordan type of battle to be going around here. But what we've seen instead is some really good team basketball, some really good ball movement, and some even better play by these other players like these Bria Nelsons, these Taylor Jacksons, and even Shannon Yon. And you got to give credit to number 3 on the Corsairs. Quite remember, she hit a 3 from the corner either. It was a tough shot.
Yeah, Killican not
Killican.
used to getting open or getting her shots off early like that.
They're gonna try to run right here. Shannon Yon, another 3. That's off to the right. Doesn't even hit the rim. And Jessica Sampson of the Citrus Wow is gonna try to run it right back. Good job by the Corsairs of getting back though. Taylor Jackson, top of the key, dribbling it out. Looks like they got Jalen Wilson back in this game. Taylor Jackson being aggressive, can't get it to go. Ball is going to go to the Santa Monica Corsairs. Bria Nelson dribbling it up. Essential point guard for this Corsairs team. Outside to Shannon Yon, and that is just bad communication right there. Just an easy pass, should have been executed, just bad communication.
Yeah, that's been one thing so far for the Corsairs. Ever since the opening tip, they haven't been able to settle into their type of offense yet, Kev. We're just going to have to wait and see if they can, calm down and, start getting some shots to fall and see if they can implement their big-time players.
Both teams doing a really good job of neutralizing the fast break of their opponents. Jackson going to get the screen from Wilson. Tried to go pick and roll, but Imani Holloway was right there to stop it. Shannon Yon trying to run something of a fast break, but a good job by the Citrus Owls to get back on defense. And Bria Nelson's going to put it up and, in and out right there. But look at Imani Holloway.
1-on-3, Kev, coming down with it.
She's going to try to get it up and in.
1-on-3, then shakes a couple of them for the baseline layup, Kev. Really great stuff.
Give the offensive rebound to Imani Holloway. Give 2 more points to Holloway, too. That puts Santa Monica up for 21-17. We got about 5 minutes, a little bit less than that, to go in this first half. Wilson gonna put it up. She's just so tall, she can shoot right over you. Looks like Shannon Yon's gonna secure that rebound. As we said, one of the leading rebounders on this team with 9.6. Bria Nelson gonna cross people up and gonna go in. That's an and one.
Great and one, Kev. Drove the lane, went through everybody, gets clipped at the end, gets it to go.
Count it. And the foul, and she's going to go to the line to try to finish this 3-point play.
And you know what? If the Corsairs really want to go on a little bit of a run here, they're up 6. They're definitely the underdog in the game. I think if Bria Nelson can call her own number, get into the lane, start, putting up her shots, I think that the Corsairs, chances will, get better. But so far, Citrus has been able to eliminate Holloway, and, Nelson is really just trying to be a facilitator. But the last couple minutes, she's been looking for a shot, which she needs to do more often.
First free throw is, last free throw, actually. Could not convert that one. It's not good. Corsairs up 23-17. This is the biggest lead we've seen so far in this game. It's a 6-point lead. Jessica Sampson tries to go inside. She's going to get fouled. like it's going to be a foul
Foul number 2, Jamil.
on number 2.
First personal,
Jamil Great.
16 foul.
Not a shooting foul, though. Citrus is going to get it out of bounds on the baseline, right underneath the basket. They're going to float it right over to Jasmine Longton. Jalen Wilson out to Sampson. She's going to cross over. She's going to try to go left. And Montgomery to the right. Jalen Wilson, who's been quiet this game. Another travel.
Another travel, Kev.
That's been a huge problem with not only Jalen Wilson, but her counterpart, Imani Holloway.
And yeah, just like you said, her counterpart on the other team, and just both teams in general, Kev, a hard time at kind of numbering the turnovers, unfortunately for them.
Bria Nelson going to bring up the ball down the court, and they're going to call offensive foul.
Looks like Tony True was banging a little too hard down there, Kev.
Offensive foul.
You know, you love some aggressive basketball, but there's a certain limit that these refs are going to take, and it looks like that was it.
And once again, number 30, Jalen Wilson, Kev, every time I see her, I couldn't have told you who she was if I didn't know before this game.
Yeah.
She has not put her imprint on this game so far, and I think the Corsairs are probably pretty happy about that.
Yeah, very happy. Montgomery out of the top. She's going to give it to Sampson. Speaking of Wilson, she has the ball. A lot of ball movement here by the Owls, and she's going to take the 3, and she's going to hit it. Jalen Wilson. She's knocking down those long jumpers today. Oh, great pass by Bria Nelson inside, trying to go to Great. And Great's going to put it up and in. Jamil Great doesn't have to use the backboard for all I care if she's going to make it, but I would love it if she did. Just a risky shot there.
Yeah, whenever we get it, the Corsairs get it to go, though, Kev, no matter how ugly it may be, that's just more points on the board, and that'll give them a better chance throughout this the duration of this game.
Like you said, they don't give any extra points for being pretty, right? Turnover by Citrus. It looks like Bria Nelson gonna go all the way, gonna go in. Quick pass to Imani Holloway, who can't finish.
Yeah, and she has to convert those, Kev. I don't think she'll get an easier shot all game. So
she gets fouled though. She gets the bailout, and let's call it what it is. That is a bailout.
Yeah, because
wide open by Bria Nelson.
Couldn't have had an easier shot. And just like last game, Kev, Holloway having a little bit of an issue with those little short ones. Not just layups, but 5 to 7 footers. Can't line them up right now for some reason.
That's a great pass though by Bria Nelson to give Imani Holloway that great look. Doing just what you'd expect in a point guard. First shot by Holloway is good.
Thankfully, she'll convert the first.
It's going to put the Corsairs up by 6. We got 2:59 left in this game. Corsairs up by 6 against the 12-8 Citrus Owls.
Yeah, pretty good first half so far for the Owls. Not their best, of course, with Jalen Wilson, being so quiet. Hopefully that doesn't insinuate a huge second half coming, Kev.
Imani Holloway, second free throw is good. She puts the Corsairs up by 7. Citrus is going to try to answer here to try and stop this bleeding. This is just a good run that the Corsairs have gone on. We got Jalen Wilson. Let's see if she can get something going. Gives it out to Montgomery. Back to Wilson. Looking for something. Gonna drive it inside herself. Put it up. Doesn't get the foul call. Turnover.
No foul
Citrus.
call, and does not go off of SMC, so SMC will get a chance to push their lead to 9 and possibly 10, Kev.
This is some good defense by the Corsairs, something that we didn't expect coming into this game.
Yeah, the defense has been probably as good as I've seen all season, Kev. It looks like they just had a good game plan coming into this game.
Really neutralizing Jalen Wilson, actually. And you got to give it to Citrus, too. They're doing a good job of neutralizing Holloway. Speak of the devil, Bria Nelson tries to give it inside.
Holloway trying to get that holding call, but the beginning of the half, they were calling it real tight. They're starting to let him play a little bit here, it looks like, Kev.
Taylor Jackson gonna try to get things back in order here. Sampson up top, back out to Wilson. Wilson's gonna give it outside to Sampson for 3, and it's not gonna go anywhere close. The offensive rebound, excuse me. Offensive rebound put back, not good. Shannon Yon with the football pass.
Oh,
Bria
here we
Nelson
go.
outside. That's a wide open shot for Shannon Yon.
And you know what? Yon has to
Not
convert
good.
those, Kev.
That's an offensive rebound by Jamel great, but she can't hit either.
Jan won't have a more wide open shot the rest of the season, and if she can't hit those, then the SMC has to be a little worried, Kev.
Completely agree with you right there. Wilson looking inside, back out. Inside to Montgomery, who's gonna get fouled by Shannon Jan. That's quite the size differential inside.
Like you said, Kev, Jan, averaging really surprisingly high number of rebounds, and with that goes the low post defense. She's probably one of the Corsairs' biggest defenders down there.
So let's check in where we are right now. We got 1:34 left in this game. Corsairs up 7, 27-20. We got a good game so far by the Corsairs. 2 free throws coming up from Montgomery. First free throw is good. That was a 1-on-1 situation, and she did execute. Second shot by Montgomery is good. Puts the lead back a little bit closer. That's a 5-point game now.
And I like what I'm seeing out of Nelson. She's talking to her team, Kev. She's trying to get him going. Looks like she can sense blood in the water, and she wants to get a good lead right here.
That was a great move by Holloway to get inside. Can't quite finish there. Jessica Sampson has the ball up top. She's gonna dribble, she's gonna go left, gives it out to Taylor Jackson, kicks out in the corner to Wilson. Looked good, didn't go in. Sampson gonna give it to Wilson, who's guarded roughly by Amani Holloway. Bria Nelson all up in Sampson, but a wide open 3. Once again missed. Looked like a block. Montgomery got the rebound. Amani Holloway looked like she got the block, but instead she's gonna get that foul.
Kev, this SMC team, they have to realize that these refs are gonna call, the fouls down low, even if you just get a little piece of him. If you're gonna even try to go and block that shot, ferociously, chances are you're gonna get called on the foul, even if you get all ball.
Amani Holloway looks like she is in some foul trouble, and it looks like she is gonna come out of this game very, very soon for Morgan Delgado, who's actually right by the desk.
Yeah, I would get her out with 55 seconds left, just so she doesn't pick up that third foul, I believe.
She does come out of this game.
But at least they got as much out of her in that first half as they could time-wise, Kev.
Montgomery's doing a really good job of sinking her free throw. She's made her last 5.
Yeah, lefties, Kev. There's just something about that, the way that they line up in that release.
Second shot is good. That's 6 straight free throws for the 56% free throw shooter in Olivia Montgomery.
And just like that, Corsairs lead is down to 3, Kev, and there's their latest turnover. It'll go right back to the Owls.
Another travel, Trev. A lot of travels in this game. Sampson gonna give it out to Jackson, who's gonna bring it up the court. Jackson, she likes going left. Wilson gonna go right, and she's gonna get called. It looks like Morgan's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, they are really protecting these players, Kev.
Yeah.
They are not letting either team physically intimidate or put their hands on them too much. Definitely not necessarily letting them play as much, keeping it real tight here at the end of the half.
Quite the opposite of letting them play. Quite the opposite. But Wilson's going to try to go up here. It's a 1-possession game now, but she can cut it to 2 with that, and she does. That's 27-25 with about 40 seconds left to go in this game. Corsairs can go for a quick 2-for-1 if they want to, but 30-second shot clock here. Let's see what they do after this free throw by Jalen Wilson. Second shot is good. And now it's a 1-point game, just like that. So Bria Nelson's going to try to take her time here. No rush. Out. Ooh, not a good job right there.
Yeah, just barely slipped out of the hands of Chisholm, it looks like, Kev. If Nelson could have that one to do all over again, she would have probably taken to the rack herself.
Shot clock and game clock right here are pretty much exactly the same.
And it looks like the Corsairs, looks like Citrus will try to get a play together before the end of the half right here. Looks like they will finish with possession, assuming that they don't shoot it too early.
But see if Coach Tamara McDonald can do something here. I haven't seen much offensive creativity so far in this first half.
Yeah.
On the Citrus side.
A lot of, what you would kind of identify as street ball or,
swinging the ball.
Yeah, not a lot of established plays. Not a lot of runners, not a lot of pick and rolls. Just, really just kind of taking what they can get. If I was the coaches right now, though, in these timeouts, defensively, you want to probably keep them from getting down low, and I would say watch the fouls, because like we said, every time Citrus gets the ball down low, Corsairs go to play defense. They're a little too ferocious, and they get called for the foul usually. So got to watch those fouls here. You don't want to put Citrus on the line with 26 seconds left and give them a chance to take the lead going into the half.
It's going to be a 0.8-second differential between shot clock and game clock here. It's Corsairs 27, Citrus Owls 26. See the ref get stuff settled here. Looks like Jessica Sampson's gonna be inbounding the ball from outside. Taylor Jackson up at the top of the key. She's gonna be trying to get the best that they can, obviously, here. Let some clock run out, and that's exactly what she's gonna do. Dribble out a little bit. Oh, she's gonna kick it out to a swinging Vanessa Garcia. Inside to Montgomery. Montgomery staying inside. Kick out to Garcia. Garcia's gonna give it out to Jackson. We got 5, 4, 3. Montgomery's gonna put it up. No good. Rebound Citrus, but that's the end of the half. No.
I'm not sure if they're gonna put like a half a second back on the clock, Kev.
I think they're just gonna say it's half.
It is halftime.
Yep.
Good call by the referees there, Kev.
They're gonna just give it to them. So, let's see what we got so far. 27, 26. Santa Monica Corsairs up on the Citrus Owls. We got a 15-minute break here, but Trev, what did you like so far in the first half?
Well, what I like a lot, Kev, is the Corsairs defense and just their ability to neutralize Wilson. Like we've been saying all game, you wouldn't have been able to tell that she leads the conference in scoring or rebounds or even blocks. They've kept her really quiet. And not to say that Holloway has exactly been outplaying her, but she has been playing better. And just by, kind of canceling her out, that's a victory for the Corsairs just in itself. So if we can hit the threes, if they can, run a little bit more pick and roll and get some good looks at the basket, I feel really good about the Corsairs' chances. But it's going to depend on how well they can do the same stuff they did in the first half in the second. So just gonna have to wait and see, Kev.
Our sideline team and our sideline reporter for tonight is Ashley Ann Loft. She's gonna try to get some coach interviews in a second, but before we do that, let's just talk about some more things that Trevor was talking about, because evidently this game is one of the more surprising games that I've seen. Citrus, third best in rebounding on the conference, second best defending team. It's very, very, relieving to see the Santa Monica Corsairs team do this well. It looks like we're going to have head coach of the Corsairs, Lydia Strong, who must be extremely happy with that first half.
Yeah, they're not down, Kev. I mean, it's tied, but, a game this close going into the second half, you got to be happy with that.
And now we go down to Ashley Anloff, who's with Coach Strong. Ashley?
Coach, it's been a very close and physical game. What adjustments are you going to have to make in the second half?
We're pretty much going to do the same thing, but I think we're probably going to try and move our feet better defensively because we got some players in foul trouble. So we're going to try and talk about our defensive movement, and we'll be okay.
Who do you want to see the ball more in the second half?
Amani Holloway needs to drive to the basket more for us. She's real effective when she does. She's a little hesitant, but we're trying to get that done.
Great, thank you so much. Close first half. What do you want to see from your team in the second?
A lot more defensive presence, just boxing out, getting after loose balls.
What other adjustments do you think you're going to have to make? And who do you want to see it from?
I think it all starts on the defensive end. If we can play defense, it's going to open up opportunities on the offensive end.
Great, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Back to you guys in the booth.
That first half was quite the eventful one.
Yeah, it was a great first half, Kev. Both teams were able to keep it close, especially for the Corsairs, going up against leading scorer in conference and top rebounder in conference. But here we go, Corsairs inbounding to start the second half, Kev.
Shannon Yon going to get the ball outside, going to give it to Jamil. Great. Shannon Young going to lose the ball. It's turnover right to start the half. Taylor Jackson, his point guard, she had an all right first half for the Citrus Owls. Montgomery, who is very aggressive, going to give it out to Wilson, who's going to look to be more aggressive in this half by far. Number 21 outside to number 23. Inside to Wilson. Great defense by Amani Holloway, who's been doing a good job of covering.
And Wilson puts on the Jets, or Nelson rather, Kev, puts on the Jets, takes it all the way to the rack.
Rhea Nelson, that's 2 more points. She's got 8 points in this game. Not quite the scorer that you think she is, but tonight she's doing it quite well.
Yeah, like we said earlier, Kev, it'll be really good for the Corsairs if she can call her own number a little bit more often, focus on scoring a little bit more than trying to get her teammates all the assists she normally does.
Taylor Jackson going to give it to Jayla Wilson. Outside to Montgomery. She's going to go inside. She's going to continue to be aggressive. Shot goes off the back iron. Back up. It's going to be off the knee of Citrus. Ball goes to the Santa Monica Corsairs. You take a look at those first half stats, Trev, and Wilson did have a pretty good half. She had 10 points.
I just told somebody at halftime, Kev, it's probably one of the most quiet 10 points I've ever seen. That's already higher than her season average if she was to, match that in the second half and go 20. So real surprising.
Right, get stuck. Not a good idea. She should have done something besides that because she just slipped right there. But yeah, Trev, as you were saying, a very quiet 10 points. I did not think she had 10 points until the statistician gave me that, and I was like, what?
Yeah, once again, SMC, a lot of energy to start this half. Looks like they need to calm down a little bit, get into their rhythms, and, the product on the court will end up being a lot better.
Wilson has the ball outside. She's going to kick it. Inside to Taylor Jackson. She's going to be aggressive. She's going to go in, and she's going to get blocked. Imani Holloway got that block. That's her first block of the game, surprisingly.
Yeah, surprisingly, especially for, I think she averages upwards of 2 a game, Kev. So,
well, she got her first one.
Hey, she's got her first. She's on her way to that season average. And just a fingertip away from a steal there, Kev.
It was tipped by Holloway, but it doesn't matter. Offensive rebound for number 21, Jasmine Longton. She's going to try to get rewarded. Inside, posting up, out to Montgomery.
And good discipline by Jan not reaching in on that, Kev.
Montgomery's going to post up on Holloway, go inside, puts it up, and it's good.
Yeah, with her height, Kev, even against Holloway, she can go up and over with a little jump hook and not get any resistance.
That's a 29-28 lead. The Corsairs only up by 1. Holloway inside, going to give it to Great. Nelson outside, looking for something. I think she's looking for Holloway to the left. Nope, gives it to a cutting Jamil Great to a corner. Holloway, he's going to drive in, up, travel. Another travel there for the Corsairs.
Yeah, that's been an epidemic so far today, Kev. They've really got to watch the traveling, watch the carries, try to cut down on the turnovers because they're not going to be able to afford them late in this game.
Quite the epidemic. Quite the epidemic. In the corner is Montgomery. Swings to the right side to Taylor Jackson. Gives it back to Jasmine Longton. Inside to Montgomery. She's going to be aggressive. She's going to go up. She's going to go in, and she's going to get blocked.
Great D by Tony Truitt right there, getting a hand on the ball, Kev.
Almost gave up the offensive rebound and the putback. Bria Nelson comes up with the ball. She's going to do a nice pass to Shannon Yon. Gives it in the middle. Wide open, Bria Nelson. That's a long two, and it's good.
Shooter's bounce there, Kev.
Gets the shooter's bounce. Took the words right out of my mouth, Trev. That's a 3-point lead. That's 31-28 Corsairs.
Yeah, they still have to try to keep getting the ball down low to the bigs. Holloway try to get Nelson, just running free, because when she has complete control of the ball and she can choose who to give it to, Kev, this offense looks so good.
Jackson has the ball at the top of the key. She's going to go to Wilson on the left side. Swing pass right back to Perez. Inside to Longton. Longton was trying to really post up for most of that possession right there. Didn't seem to be quite working. Bria Nelson inside to a great positioning. Oh, man. She had the position in there. She took advantage. Give 2 points to Tony Truitt. Truitt, she wasn't starting in this game. She's making quite the impact. Wilson outside to Jackson. Jackson's going to drive in. She's going to try to put it up, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Truitt seems
by
to really
Santa Monica.
Truitt seems to really do well when she kind of fills in the cracks, Kev. She'll be down there for a really good assist or a really good box out, a good rebound. Her effects come in small doses, but they're really powerful.
Really doing all the little things, but someone's got to do them, right?
Oh yeah,
Montgomery
big time.
up top. She's going to take that jumper. Going to be short. Bria Nelson's going to try to run.
Got a 3-on-1,
She's
Kev.
running. She's going to take it all. Oh, she did it.
Great assist. Unselfish basketball right there.
By Bria Nelson. Give the easy layup to to Jamil.
And when Nelson
Scott.
has it going the way that she does, Kev, she starts getting the confidence in herself. It leads to more assists. It leads to open looks on the three-point line. It'll hopefully lead to Holloway getting some really good low post looks. So I think, like we said last game, Bria Nelson is a huge part of the success of these Lady Corsairs.
Give the assist to Nelson and the basket to Jamil. Great. And now you just like that. It's a 7-point game. 15:44 to go in this game.
Reminds me of the first half a little bit, Kev. Corsairs getting up to a 7-9 point lead, and then, once the Owls settled in, they start turning it on, and it starts to get a lot closer. So if the Corsairs know it's good for them, they're going to take this lead, they're going to nurture it, but they're not going to take their foot off the gas. Going to let Nelson run wild, get those good-looking threes, get Holloway the ball. It's just we're just going to have to wait and see, Kev.
This is really a matter of whether or not this defense of Citrus can really tighten up here, because you got to be surprised with how bad defensively they've been, both in the transition, but a lot of that has to do with the multiple amount of turnovers that their offense has.
Yeah, absolutely, Kev. That's one thing that I've noticed for the Corsairs so far to start this the second half. In the first 5 minutes gone by, 4.5. Corsairs, really not letting the turnovers, get to them. That first half, it was turnover parade, and thankfully it looks like they've gotten over that.
In the first half, both teams combined for 24 turnovers. 24. Wilson goes inside to Montgomery. She's going to post up. She's going to shoot a little fadeaway, and it's going to go in.
Yeah, her lefty shot it's a good-looking shot, Kev.
She's got a nice shot there. Give 2 points to Montgomery. 35-30, Corsairs. Bria Nelson trying to operate from the top. She's going to dribble. Number 5 against number 5. Inside, she's going to try to go in again. Ooh, Shannon Young tries to squeeze it in there to Holloway. Luckily, it looks like it's going to be Corsairs' ball.
It was a good idea, Kev. There was a lot of congestion down there, though, so would have probably been better off just bringing it back out to the three-point line. But, we'll see.
Monty Holloway inside. She's going to get that jumper.
Got to hit those, Kev.
She is money from anywhere inside that box, inside, anywhere, from free throw line down.
Yeah,
that is her sweet
anywhere
spot.
in the paint, you get her a little nice running jump hook or a nice little 10-footer, Kev, and she's money, just like you said.
You heard Coach Lydia Strong really talk about how she wanted Amani Holloway to emphasize going inside, attacking the basket, saying how she's really good at doing that. Let's see if Holloway can listen to her coach here. Montgomery going to look inside. It looks like it's first going to be a foul. Foul on number 2, Jamil Great. Just their second personal foul.
Tenacious D, Kev. They can't help themselves. They swarm the ball, and it's good to see. They just got to check themselves a little.
Very aggressive defense. Very good to see. Ooh, how did she get wide open right there?
Great backdoor cut by Wilson there, Kev.
That's miscommunication there by the Corsairs defensively. Wide open layup inside from Montgomery to Wilson. Let's see if Wilson can get going here. Good save by Amani Holloway on a sloppy pass. Shannon Yon back to Holloway. Holloway's going to attack. She's going to go right in Montgomery. She's going to put it up and miss. Rebound. SMC's got it. Give it to Jamil Great.
Oh, looks like Tony Truitt might be down, Kev.
Tony Truitt is down. Officials call for time.
That's the base of this SMC defense, for the low block. Doing a great job contesting shots and even a couple of blocks so far here tonight. Coming up gimpy on that left ankle, so it's going to be interesting to see if Delgado can fill in and if we can get Truitt back for the rest of this game at some point, Kev.
In the last game, we saw a lot of Ashley Scott. Coach Lydia Strong was really trying to go small against West LA, really trying to run right at them. We haven't seen the great Scott sisters really in this game, leaking out, running the fast break. She's going to go with Morgan, as you said, try to counter these bigs of Wilson and Montgomery on the other side of the Owls.
Yeah, like you said, Kev, no great Scott connection. We're just going to have to wait and see if that's maybe a little trick at the bottom of the bag that Coach Strong is going to wait to employ.
And great Scott is really fun to watch. You know that. Nelson up top, it's a Shannon Young. It's a kick ball. That's on Wilson. It's going to be out of bounds. Santa Monica's going to get that right next to their bench. Bria Nelson, the infamous inbounder. Very good at passing.
And looks like Holloway and one of the Citrus bigs is going to get a talking to. A little bit of...
Yeah, they got a little warning right there.
A little touchy before the pass in, so a little warning from the refs there.
Not a good pass by Shannon Young. That's going to get some mean looks from Coach Lydia Strong on the bench. Wilson looking inside to Montgomery. She just stared her down, and Imani Holloway read that pass the whole way. Tipped that away. Shannon Yon, wide open three. No good. That was a good contest by Montgomery. You know, last seconds trying to get a hand in there.
It was, Jan's letting those moonshots go, Kev, the big rainbows. It'll definitely increase the chances of the ball going through the rim, but trying to line it up will get a little bit harder.
We're speaking of great Scott, and it looks like Coach Lydia Strong is going to go small here.
Looks like she heard us from the bench over there,
Yes.
Kev.
You got to have some great Scott in every single game, right?
Switching it up a little bit, Jamila Great is not rocking the bow at the end of the ponytail, so we're gonna not identical like last game, but
that's a three from Wilson. It's off. Jackson fighting for that rebound, but what a surprise! Shannon Yon
down there
with the
fighting,
rebound.
Kev.
Yep, trying to get that ball, and she gets it. Looks like it's going to be Citrus ball, however.
Yeah, just like we said, Jan giving it her all, and sometimes the refs see that as
that was actually a jump. That was a jump ball, so possession was for Citrus.
There we go.
They just switched that possession arrow right there. It looks like a foul inside. It's a shove in the back. Foul. Montgomery's the one that got fouled. And we're going to have to see if it's on Holloway.
It is not, Kev. Looks like they're going to call it on Jan, so that'll save Holloway her third foul, I believe, which is going to be huge at this point in the game.
Posting up right away from the get-go. Wilson inside, jump shot, good contest by Imani Holloway, but not a good job of boxing out by the Corsairs. Montgomery, ooh. They give up the second chance rebound, then they get a turnover, and now Montgomery's wide open.
A little bit of a missed assignment on that one, Kev. They left her completely untouched down the low block. Definitely some confusion on the defensive assignments
Let's
right there.
get you caught up here. It's 37-34. It's a three-point game after that basket. Corsairs up by 3, 12:45 to go, and a turnover by Santa Monica. Lots of turnovers in this game, Trev. Lots of them. Wilson on the right side. Up top to Montgomery. She's going to try to go inside. Very high pass right there to Longton. She couldn't handle it. Nelson. Oh.
Great.
That was a good pass to Holloway.
Yeah, it was a great
rush that there.
Great break run by Nelson. The only thing that was missing was a conversion on the other end by Holloway.
Just talk about that break run, and it looks like Imani Holloway was able to draw the charge there on Taylor Jackson, who has been a lot more quiet in this half.
And if there's one thing that I think Holloway can do, Kev, it's slow it down on the offensive end. She drives that lane and hits the hole, so ferociously. If she would just calm down and hit it a little bit more, quietly, she wouldn't have, so much reverberation on those bank shots. They're hitting the backboard and flying right back off.
For all the reputation that Citrus has of being a defensive team, Corsairs held Citrus just 4 field goals in that first half. That's 4 field goals.
Yeah, with a stat like that, Kev, you're surprised that the Corsairs were able to keep it so close,
It's a foul inside on Citrus. Foul number 21, Jasmine Longton. That's her first personal foul, second team foul. Ball's going to go inside. Too great. She just passes it too low, goes off the legs of Imani Holloway. Holloway never had a chance to get it. Too fast, too low. Turnover, Corsairs.
Too fast, too furious right there, Kev.
Too fast, too furious. I like that. Looks like we have a substitution here. Montgomery, who's been very aggressive and just an absolute beast on the boards inside. For Citrus is going to be taken out for Jessica Sampson. Jackson dribbling the ball. Sampson up. Sampson is also a very good ball handler as well as Jackson. It's a very good 2-point guard dynamic that they got in there. Jackson's going to be aggressive. Jackson's going to put it up.
Looks like they will not let the and one go. Kev is going to be on the floor.
Yep, basket does not count. It's a non-shooting foul. Jackson's going to be the one taking it out from the baseline. Wilson.
Great anticipation by Holloway to contest that shot, Kev.
Holloway's been doing a great job at defending these shots. All by Wilson. Bray Nelson inside. She's going to pump fake. Ooh, gets everyone jumping. Air ball by Jamel Great. Jump shots aren't her specialty. Ooh, Scott inside. That's an offensive foul.
Yep.
Great defense by Ashley Scott. She was staying on Taylor Jackson's hip the entire time.
And, of course, Al's just lowered the shoulder a little bit there, Kev, and that'll be called for the offensive foul every time.
We got an 11-13. Score is still 37-34. SMC over Citrus. Brian Nelson's going to go inside to Jamil Great. Jamil Great's going to attack the basket.
That's a good-looking shot, Kev.
Corsairs up 39-34.
Corsairs just keeping it just out of reach of Citrus all game long,
Citrus
Kev.
College just having a really tough time trying to get anything going on the offensive end.
Tough time establishing themselves offensively, yeah, definitely.
Sampson's going to go inside and attack, puts it right over Jamil Great. A layup for a layup.
That was a little too easy, Kev.
Speaking of too easy, she gets a wide open shot. Not going to go in for Great. Good defensive rebound by Amanda Walker. Taylor Jackson's going to run. She's going to go. She's going to go.
Oh, yep, that looked like a travel, and it was, Kev.
Trevor, every time Citrus can get a good look inside, get the ball inside, get a little drive going, get something going on the offensive end. Turnovers or just missed shots, bad shots.
The Corsairs are doing a really good job of just being a thorn in their side, Kev, just being like, a wrench in their gears.
I don't watch enough Citrus women's basketball to tell you this, but it looks like they're really struggling with the struggles of Wilson. Inside to Amani Holloway. Good post move. Great the foul.
Great way to draw the foul there, Kev. Goes right into the defender. A good-looking shot. Only about 8 feet away. So, we're going to have to keep an eye on her doing that the rest of the game.
It's a foul on Olivia Montgomery, and that's their 4th team foul.
And I think Holloway had slight issues last game converting her free throws, so hopefully she can put these in no problem, Kev.
Monty Holloway, first one is good. Holloway, as we both know, she just recently came back this week. She's been injured for most of the season. You got to account that into SMC's early struggles. Second free throw is also good. Corsairs back up 5, 41-36, with 10 minutes to go here in the second half.
And free throws are going to be the difference in the game a lot of time, Kev. You got to hit the free ones. Holloway coming through big right there, early part of about halfway through the second half. So we'll see how they can close out this game right here, Kev.
Three-pointer up and in by Jessica Sampson.
And I'll tell you, that's 5 points in the last few possessions from Sampson, Kev. They're going to have to keep an eye on her, because just like that, they cut the lead to 2.
Ball up top. She's going to put it up, and no good.
I like the confidence from Killican right there, Kev. Just a little too off to the left.
She made one in the corner earlier. It was clean. Inside. Jackson's going to put it up. No good. Amani Holloway with the rebound. Back out to Brian Nelson, who's going to try to push it up. Corsairs trying to get something going in transition, but some good transition defense every single time down by Citrus. That's the one thing you got to give to them, Trev. They are getting back on defense.
If I was the Corsairs right now, I'd try to get the ball down low to Holloway on the block, Kev.
Scott with a 3. Great is just a hit. She got hit on that one, and she's going to get some 2 free throws that she really did deserve.
Fantastic offensive rebounding by Great right there, Kev, giving the Corsairs another opportunity to put some points on the board, which they desperately need right now with their lead dwindled down to 2 points.
Santa Monica College is not, the most impressive rebounding team, by far. But Citrus is the 3rd best rebounding team in conference. And they're getting worked on the boards.
Getting worked right now, Kev, and right now, when you have a player like Great who's going to be a shooting guard or something, shooting guard, shooting small forward combo on the floor, got to convert your free throws. She misses both right there, Kev. That's huge. That's going to have a lot to do with, the Corsairs having trouble closing out this game.
Looks like we got a lane violation, so she's going to get a second chance.
Jamila Great at the line, shooting 1.
Jamila Great going to get another chance to make up for Trevor's disdained words right there.
Let's see if she can go 50% on this one, Kev.
She's got to make these free throws. It's a close game. Free throw is good.
2 freebies should be enough to get you to hit the 3rd right there, Kev.
That's Corsairs 42, Citrus 39. 3-point game with about a little less than 9 minutes to go in this game. Jackson's going to give it out to Sampson, who, just as Trevor said, at the last 5 points for the Owls.
Got to keep an eye on her, Kev.
Montgomery up top. She's looking for something. Back out to Jackson on the right side. Really moving the ball here. Jackson's going to go inside. Sampson, 3. Can she get 8? That's 8 straight points for Jessica Sampson.
Jessica
just
Sampson,
like that, it is a tie game.
She is
single-handedly.
single-handedly.
Looks up. Ooh! Layup missed, but there we go. That great Scott combo. Great with the missed shot. Scott with the rebound. Scott fumbles it for a little bit, but she's going to get it right back up to Amani Holloway. Let's get it started. Bria Nelson. Out pass. Scott goes inside to Amani Holloway. Back up to Nelson. They got 12 seconds to work with here on the shot clock. Tie game, 42 all. Bria Nelson gonna go inside, put it up, and in. Bria Nelson attacking the heart of the defense right there. 44-42 SMC.
Corsairs needed that bad, Kev. 8 straight points, closing it, tying it up at 42. Nelson driving the lane, putting it up. 2-point lead for the Corsairs. They needed that desperately, Kev.
Montgomery up top. Inside, Wilson. Out to Sampson. She's had 8 straight points here. Will it be 10? No. Finally misses there.
Heat check, and she finally comes up cold, Kev.
Yeah, that's a good defensive stance right there by Bria Nelson. She's got to know that her matchup was just going off. Nelson gets it right back. Gives it up again. Killigan goes inside. Another turnover there. Holloway, in an attempt to try to get the ball, just runs over Wilson. You know, that's probably the closest we've seen them, go neck and neck on that side of the ball right there.
And that's an important foul, Kev. That's Amani Holloway's third. That leaves her 2 left. Just over 7 minutes to play here in the second half. Corsairs with a 2-point lead. It's going to be real interesting to see how both these teams close this game, Kev.
Excuse me. Jackson going to dribble up. Gives it to the right side to Amanda Walker. Going to kick it out. Sampson looked to shoot. Didn't. Jackson inside. Montgomery. Back out. Wilson. Looking, inside, Montgomery, she's gonna go up, she's gonna get it, ooh, in and out. That's a heartbreaker right there for Olivia Montgomery.
It looks like Corsairs will bring back in some 3-point specialty shooting right here, Kev, with Jan reinserting in the lineup.
Corsairs really going small here. You got people like Bria Nelson, you got Killigan, you got Shannon Jan, who's probably your biggest, you're big in there, she's your big, Shannon Jan. Post up inside.
And that's with both of the Owls bigs still in the game, Kev.
You got this classic battle of small versus big right now. Lydia Strong choosing to go small. Coach Tamara McDonald choosing to go big. You know what? They posted up Jamila Great right there on a much bigger player, and she got fouled. She's going to get 2 more free throws, but as we both know, she's been struggling with these.
Well, she just got 3 practice ones, Kev, so, hopefully she'll be able to put at least one of these in.
Great. Going to put up the free throw. First one is good.
And
that puts Santa Monica up 3.
You can sense the nerves in the gym, Kev, getting that much more quiet during the free throws, and this crowd senses that this is going to be a pretty crazy close here.
Second free throw is good. Well, it looks like those practice free throws helped over there, Trev. That's a 4-point lead for the Corsairs. It's 46-42 SMC. Jackson out to Sampson, who's been really the offense for Citrus so far in the second half. Back to Sampson. Sampson was thinking about it. She's going to drive. She's going to kick it out. Jackson going to dribble. Back out to Wilson, who's guarded by Shannon Jan, a much smaller Shannon Jan. But Sampson's going to try to go in. She's going to be aggressive. She's going to put it up. Stuffed.
Great D by Bria Nelson.
Great D by Bria Nelson. It looks like Nelson got tripped up over there.
They will not call it.
No call by the officials. Surprisingly.
She gets right back up like a warrior, Kevin. She's right back to running the offense.
Oh, Nelson's going to try to get hers right here. Nelson dribbling up. Goes to the corner. Scott can't really get anything going there. Killigan's going to look for something. Killigan dribbles, goes to her left. Bad pass, but Scott gets it right back. We got 3, 2, 1. She's got to shoot it. That's a shot clock violation. Great defense there by Citrus. Exactly what you need when you're down 4 with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left.
Yeah, real interesting to see Holloway on the bench right now with just over 5 minutes left in the game. Kevin, the Corsairs with just a 4-point lead. You know, it's going to be real interesting to see when Coach Strong is going to insert her back in the lineup. And just as we're talking about it, she goes to the scorer's table. Looks like she'll close out this game in the last 5 minutes.
So it looks like this experiment of going small is cut short by Lydia Strong. But Montgomery's going to attack right in, and she's going to get fouled. That gets the Citrus bench up and clapping. You can tell the less and less time that is left in this game, and the closer and closer this game gets, everyone is getting a little bit more anxious here, Trev.
Yeah, especially with these free throws coming up, Kev. Looks like Corsairs are going to take a few seconds to talk about what's going on and get a strategy in play.
So let's see where we are right now. We got 5:24 left in this game. 46-42. Santa Monica is up against the Citrus Owls. Trevor, so far in the second half, we haven't seen too much of Monty Holloway. It's a little bit like what we've seen in the first, a good balance of everything, but we have to really point out someone who's really stepped up in this game is number 2 for SMC, Jamil Gray, who was able to knock down those free throws and is very aggressive going inside.
And like we saw last game, Kev, you know, when she has it going, when she's helping out, getting a couple rebounds here, putting in a couple of baskets, getting to the free throw line and knocking down her shots, it makes all the difference. You know, that's how they were able to get rid of West LA, and this would be a huge victory for the Corsairs tonight, Kev. It would be probably their biggest of the season, so we're just going to have to wait and see who steps up for the Corsairs this last few minutes.
And let's just look right on the other side. Citrus, Jessica Sampson. Who knew that we'd be sitting here talking about Jessica Sampson over Jalen Wilson?
Not me, Kev. You know, she doesn't even average 5 points a game. Coming out of nowhere, she single-handedly is responsible for getting the Owls back into this game, so we're going to have to wait and see what she has in store the last 5 minutes.
It was that 8-0 run by not Citrus, by Jessica Sampson.
Yeah.
Who just got Citrus back in this game. Let's see if Montgomery can add on to that here. First free throw out of 2. It's long, off the back rim. As we noted before, Montgomery is not typically a great free throw shooter, shooting around 50%. Second free throw is good. That makes it a one-possession game. That's 46-43 SMC. Bria Nelson gonna dribble it up. Oh, she's gonna split 2 defenders. Gives it right up to Monty Holloway, but she gets called for that pivotal and ever-recurring travel that has been called so many times in this game.
Just not a good time for another turnover, Kev. You know, it's we're getting down there into crunch time. Last 5 minutes of game. This is everything right now. So, gonna have to see whoever makes the least amount of mistakes is gonna win this game.
Up top to Montgomery. Jackson's gonna try to take it up from there. Over to Sampson, who's had a huge game, as we've noted. Probably the MVP of the second half. Jackson over to Wilson. Wilson's going to try to give it inside. You know, they're really trying to post up Jasmine Longton. It hasn't seen much success so far, but they're still going at it, and they got 2 free throws out of it.
And right now, Kev, free throws are priceless, so the ability to knock them down is going to have a huge impact on who finishes out this game, comes away with the W.
You know, Bria Nelson is usually someone that is so reliable. It's someone that you know isn't going to give up the ball. But just in the first half, she had 5 turnovers. And in this second half, she's had a lot more. What do you think's going on right now, Trev?
Well, you know, I think she could tell that when she was doing good, the team was doing good. So, unfortunately, when she calls her number a little too much, it puts pressure on her, and you just happen to get more turnovers. So, if they can come down with this rebound, which they do, Imani Holloway, you know, up by 2 with 4:45 to go, you know, everything.
Speak of the devil, Imani Holloway puts the Corsairs. It's a 2-possession game.
Nice little 5-foot jumper, Kev. Like we said, those little jumpers should be totally money for her. And right now in crunch time, you have Holloway D'd up on Wilson. 2 best players on the court. It's going to come down to them.
Jackson going to be D'd up by Scott.
Yep, illegal screen there, Kev.
Illegal screen by Olivia Montgomery. That's a tough call right there.
And, you know, there might be some turnovers that start to pile up for Nelson. And, you know, Holloway, you know, might not have it going like she normally does. But you can tell, I like their energy still. They still have the confidence. Al's going to try to do a little 3/4 court press right here. Yep. That's usually Nelson's specialty to break down. So we'll see here, Kev.
Let's see if Bria Nelson can break down this defense, which she did so well against West LA the other night. Goes inside to Shannon Yon. She's blocked by the much lengthier and bigger Jalen Wilson.
And here comes Longton on the back end, looking for maybe a backdoor pass, Kev.
You know, Citrus wasn't looking, but they had Jessica Sampson wide open in the corner if they wanted her earlier. But they're going to go into Longton again, and she's going to go up. She's going to miss that.
Huge miss, Kev.
It really looks like they're trying to, you know, take advantage of that size advantage that they have inside.
Yep.
Scott going to get it down low. Bria Nelson over to that's Scott, actually. Great was when I was meeting before. Wilson has it in the corner. Holloway going to put it up. You know, I got Holloway and Wilson mixed up right there.
And all the Corsairs ran back to the other end before the rebound was even secured, Kev. So, you know, if I was part of the Corsairs coaching staff, I would say you have to play out each possession. You can't run back on defense until you know that the other team definitely has the ball. Because there was the ball was bouncing in the paint until the Owls went and, you know, took hold of it. So, got to stay engaged, and you just got to have the confidence to know that, you know, the decisions that you're making are the right decisions. And, you know, whoever has the most confidence through the end of this game right now, you know, should be the victor.
3:27 left in this game. Santa Monica Corsairs up 48-44 against the Citrus Owls. Trev, it's the final minutes of the game. It's a close game with two stars on your team like Imani Holloway, someone on the other side like Jalen Wilson. You got to look to those two to finish this game out.
Kev, I am so surprised that neither team, you know, whether it be a Wilson and a Jackson or a Nelson and a Holloway, you know, how do we not see any pick and roll isolation?
A two-man game,
you know,
a give and go.
I mean, you take your two most potent players, you do a little two-man game, try to get one of them a good shot rolling to the basket or a nice little jumper. I'm surprised that we haven't seen one pick and roll play ran for either team this entire game.
Something I really noticed about Citrus, who has Jackson over there going inside to Montgomery, is they love going inside and posting up players. Sampson's going to try a three.
Oof.
That was almost in for Sampson, and that's someone you don't want to leave wide open.
You got hard
Looks like
sinking,
Scott's
Kev.
going to find great, Scott. That is good. That is good.
And it looks like the defender was in the restricted section, so they will not call great for the offensive foul, Kev.
Jamil Great looks like she's a little bit shaken up, but she's going to try to run that off. And it's a wide open Montgomery, and she's going to lay it in.
Yeah, when you give up the concession that easy, Kev. And great eyes by Nelson looking down for her. She has Ashley Scott.
Jamil's great counterpart, Ashley Scott, can't quite do what she did, but Shannon Young gets the steal. She's going to get it right back.
With 2:40 left, Kev, I think the Corsairs really need to look to get some time off of this clock. If you have a good shot, take it, but definitely don't take an early one, you know, if you can afford to.
Nelson's going to go inside. Good look to Holloway, who's going to put it up just a little bit too long. Jackson going to give a chance for Citrus to come back here. This is still a very, very reachable game for Citrus, down 4. Just 2 minutes to go. Montgomery's going to be up top, looking for something. Sampson, she's been the hot hand for Citrus this half. She's going to get it. She's going to go inside. She's going to get
Great D by the Corsairs.
Great defense by the Corsairs. Imani Holloway, 3 on 1. Oh, she gets it right back. No, that's a miss by Jamil Great.
Looks like they'll put Holloway on the line, though, Kev.
Imani Holloway had to be pulled back there by Jamil Great. You got to wonder what happened there, Trev. A very, very testy Imani Holloway, which I haven't really seen. You don't see too much emotion out of her, really.
No, and I think she can sense how close it is, and she does not want to let this big victory slip out of her fingers, Kev. She's going, you know, heads up with the #1 scorer, #1 rebounder in conference.
Yep.
This is almost like a little personal test. If she can take her down, then that'll boost her confidence, make her feel even that much better about herself and her skill set.
Made the first free throw. Second free throw is no good. Still a 5-point game with 1:50 to go. And looks like Coach Tamara McDonald is going to call a timeout. It's another timeout for Citrus. They've got 1 left in this game. Corsairs are fine. They've got 4 timeouts left. So, Trev, it's crunch time. In football, we'd be talking about 2-minute drills, but in basketball, 5-point game. Anything can happen, really.
Well,
anything.
Now, depending on what happens on this possession, Kev, the Corsairs, with these 35-second shot clocks, they should look to try to get as much time off the clock as possible.
Yep.
But, you don't just want to sit around and, run the clock down and then throw up a horrible shot. So, there's got to be that perfect balance of still trying to look for some offense without rushing it. That's what makes the great teams great, Kev. So we're just going to have to wait and see, how these Corsairs, call their own numbers and, see what kind of looks they're going to end up getting on the next possession.
Citrus coach Tamara McDonald is the one that called that timeout over there. What do you think they're going to try to run out of this?
If you don't try to run something for Jalen Wilson, Kev, I think you're really shooting yourself in the foot. If you're not going to go to your best player, then what's the point of having him out there?
That's exactly what I've been saying this entire game almost, it seems like.
Yeah, you really got to be impressed with this starting five for Corsairs, their ability to go end to end, get a couple of breaks here and there, but especially Nelson and Holloway, Jan, Jamila Great, just doing a great job altogether, keeping the intensity up to the very end.
It looks like in this late game situation, Lydia Strong is going to go with the combination of great Scott, and it almost pays off. Almost got that steal there, but Ashley Scott quickly recuperates, pass out. Inside to Montgomery. They're going to try to go inside again, and they're going to get that.
That makes it a three-point game with 1:25 left, Kev.
One possession game, as we said. 1:20 left in this game. They're going to go with the full court press, and they're going to get fouled.
Yeah, they're making the decision to put the Corsairs on the line, down 3. With 1:18, Kev, a very interesting call. They could have elected to, play out that 35-second clock, and if they would have gotten a stop, they'd have the ball with about 45 seconds left and only down 3. So
that's not a bad foul. Ashley Scott is a 53% free throw
I
shooter.
think they've probably done their research, and since it's single bonus, they're going to really hope and pray that she misses this first one.
First one is
and she does,
no good. So it works out exactly how Citrus intended it for. Sampson gonna give it out. Jackson's gonna try to regulate things up at the top. Gonna get the screen from Wilson. Throw to Wilson in the corner. She gets fouled. That's a 4-point play by Jessica Sampson.
4-point play, down by 3 with a minute left, Kev. Some confusion on defense. They were supposed to be running a man, but a bunch of confusion, a couple of different missed assignments. Nelson ended up trying to come over and cover the ball. Left Sampson wide open in the corner, and that is exactly what you cannot do right now, especially after the close of that first half and the beginning of this second, with Sampson scoring 8 straight points, and right there lets it go. Nothing but net with the foul. If she can hit this, she will give the Owls a 1-point lead with exactly a minute remaining. So, Kev, incredible turn of events here at the end of the second half.
Jessica Sampson, number 1. She barely averages 3 points in this entire season. Has only started 4 out of the 20 games, and she just made a 3-point shot to tie the game at 51 with 1 minute left to go in this game, and she's got a chance to complete the 4-point play, give Citrus their first lead in who knows how long. Like that, it's a hell of a game.
I'm shocked, Kev. I'm sitting here with my mouth open. It's
I can't even believe what happened.
Yeah, and you got to feel for Nelson because she's given so much effort out there. She's the heart and soul of this offense, and so it's too bad. But just as we say that, she brings the ball up court. She's getting pressured from behind, crossing over, gets Jan a good look at 3.
Bria Nelson gonna get the ball up top.
Wow, and
I think
that's the first 3-second call of the entire game, Kev. Couldn't have come at a worse time for the Corsairs.
That's what you call the officials trying to take over the game right there.
Yeah, that's a very curious call, Kev, considering this first one we've seen all game.
SMC does not have to foul here. They have it's 20 seconds left around in the shot clock, and they still got 35 seconds left in the game. Still a 1-point game with Citrus up 1. Montgomery gonna go inside, gonna be aggressive.
Nope, they're gonna call the foul on that too, Kev.
You gotta wonder why don't they just drain the clock out a little bit more if you are Citrus.
Yeah, it looks like the shot clock is off now, Kev. So depending on what happens here with these free throws, it looks like we're still
have a 2 or 3-point game. It's gonna be a 1-possession game regardless.
And it looks like they're in single bonus, so they will hope and pray that she misses this first one.
First shot by Montgomery.
It rolls in.
Montgomery has a shot to put her team up 3, and that would make things a lot more complicated for the Corsairs. Luckily, there's still about 30 seconds left. They got a chance to run something really good here. That is a 3. Coach Strong decides not to call a timeout. They're going to just go for it.
Still a lot of time left, Kev.
Nelson, full court press, going to go up, over to the side. Holloway has it. Shannon Yon has the ball. She's a three-point shooter. She turns the ball over.
Just gives it up,
Shannon Yon just gave the ball
Horrible
over.
execution, and the Corsairs have to foul. I don't know what's taking them so long.
Corsairs aren't fouling. Time clicking away.
All right, well,
just like that. There's only 5.9 seconds left. Even if Jalen Wilson misses both these free throws, it's a very short amount of time to really get anything going.
But if she hits one, Kev, this game is over. So, right now, both teams, Corsairs now with 10 fouls. Owls with 9.
It looks like we got a timeout here by Santa Monica. They still got 3 more left. But Trev, as you were saying, this is some questionable basketball towards the end of the game.
Yeah, lots of confusion on defense. I don't know what Jan was doing on that pass off. Looks like she was trying to get it to Holloway, but just got, too much defense in her face and gave it up. Almost a comedy of errors the last minute and a half here, Kev. We haven't seen this all game, but right when the going got tough, the Owls dug deep, and, now they are in great position to win this game with just under 6 seconds left.
Someone find a medal somewhere and put Jessica Sampson's name on it. Because Jessica Sampson has had one of the better halves I've seen out of any player.
This game would be in the bag for the Corsairs if it was not for Sampson, Kev, and the Corsairs could not have seen that coming, so they've really got to be kicking themselves for letting this score get as close as it now is.
Santa Monica really had the chance to pull the upset here, and they still do. Jalen Wilson, who many consider probably the best player in the Western Conference, can sink these 2 free throws after another timeout here. If she can sink these 2 free throws, it's a game.
Yeah, even if she hits one, Kev, you gotta ask yourself what are the chances of getting your own 4-point play on the other end, especially after the one that we saw on this end. Still, Kev, that 4-point play is just some amazing stuff to be able to go from down 3 to up 1 with about a minute left. Absolutely incredible.
Quite the comeback by Citrus. Let's see if Santa Monica can get their own little comeback here. 5.9 seconds. We've seen crazier things happen.
We have, Kevin, with points coming at such a premium, just and turnovers, killing you as much as they do. Just, you got to really feel for these Lady Corsairs at the end of this game.
That must be devastating for Shannon Yon to really have that turnover. Because if anything, what's worse than not getting a shot off let me rephrase that. Is missing a shot is not getting a shot off. That's the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah, and really have to feel for Bria Nelson. You can tell, you can see the look on her face. She's still, kicking herself for, giving Sampson that 4-point play.
Jalen Wilson can put the game away right here.
And she does, Kev. That should do it. Owls up 4 with just under 6 seconds left. Valiant effort by the Lady Corsairs, but just a couple of big mistakes at the end of the game and totally killed them.
I say one 4-point play deserves another. Let's see what happens. Free throw is good.
If only
5-point play. Let's see what happens. It's going to go into Bria Nelson. She's going to try to go up. She's going to give it to Amani Holloway, who's going to put it up quick. Air ball. That's going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. They're not going to put any additional time. They're just going to let the clock run.
Amazing turn of events, Kev.
And it looks like the Citrus Owls have completed the comeback. Citrus was down the entire game, and they finished this game with a 5-point victory over the Santa Monica Corsairs. Your game for today was 56-51 Citrus, and Jessica Sampson had the comeback for the Owls.
Your come out of nowhere MVP for sure, Kev, was Jessica Sampson in that second half. Absolutely incredible what she was able to do at the beginning of the first half, and just amazing 4-point play, one of the most amazing plays we've seen while watching this Lady Corsairs team all season. So, you got to feel for the Corsairs, but, hey, they'll live to fight another day, and that Nelson and Holloway, they're going to do everything that they can to make sure that never happens again.
So, as the men's teams take the court, let's wrap up our game right here. It's a very tough game for Santa Monica. I'm sure we have great reaction from both coaches.
It looks like our silent reporter, Ashley Unlauf, is going to be interviewing head coach for the Citrus women's team, Tamara McDonald. So we're going to send it down to Ashley live courtside.
Coach, that was a great win. Still a very close second half, but you guys made your adjustments on defense and were able to pull out with the win. You saw a lot from Jalen at the end. How do you think that second half went?
I just think we gutted it out really in the last 3 minutes. If it was any other part of the game, I think Santa Monica outplayed us, but the last 3 minutes we found a way to win.
Great. And what are you going to focus on practice this week for your next game?
I think just finishing the play. Santa Monica had a lot of easy transition baskets, which can deflate your defense, so we need to work on transition defense and then rebounding.
That slipped away from you at the end. What happened there?
I think we missed a layup late, right at the rim, and then they went back, and then that kind of changed the momentum of the game. Of course, that turnover late didn't help either.
No, you guys have Glendale coming up next. What can we be looking forward to for that?
Hopefully much of the same, except for the way we ended the game, and then hopefully we'll play better than we did the first time we're playing, but we're looking forward to it.
Great.
Well, Trevor, it was a good effort. I hate to say those words, good effort, but it was a really good effort by the SMC Corsairs, who were a complete underdog throughout this whole game. They were able to somewhat neutralize Wilson inside, but at the end of the game, it was all Samson.
You really just have to feel for this women's team, Kev. They played so well the whole game. Nelson, Holloway, doing as much as they can to neutralize Wilson. But, at the end of the day, just in the last couple of minutes, they couldn't hold on to it, let it slip through their fingers. That incredible 4-point play with a minute left. I mean, I don't know what else you can say. Just absolutely amazing. Crazy finish. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see if the Lady Corsairs can give a whole game's effort in, their next attempt.
It was a great game the entire time. One of the most entertaining basketball games I've seen by our Lady Corsairs.
I totally agree.
It was a great effort. Unfortunately, the Santa Monica Corsairs can't capitalize on their last win over West LA. Until next time, I'm Kevin Coe for Trevor Angoni. Thank you so much for tuning in with us, and we'll see you soon.
We'll see.
Monty Holloway inside.